things before we get started today. If you know someone who wants to play a GM game, I'd love to talk to them about either getting into a one-shot or getting on the waitlist for a campaign slot. That campaign slot list is getting longer as we go, so get in while you can, because it's going to fill up pretty quickly. And welcome, everyone. Glad you were able to make it. We also have the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMEric. Go check that out. We got a lot of fun stuff on there. We will be doing an announcement later today about a really cool project that I've been working on, and I'm excited to share with you guys. So go check out the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMEric. We also have the GM tip videos and archives over on YouTube. We have the clip contest here in Discord. Toss a clip or a timestamp into that channel in Discord, and you'll be automatically entered to win a cool prize at the end of the month. We also have the reference site over at toivoarpg.com and over at gmeric.com. Today we have the Sagaeus Edition t-shirt, hoodie, tank tops, which are really, really cool. We also have tickets for a one-shot that I'm going to be doing with a fellow streamer called A Story of a Leaf. That's going to be on February 21st at noon Central Time. So all of you EU people, check that out. It's going to be a convenient time for you guys. But let's go ahead and get you guys started here, because we've got a lot to cover today. A lot to cover and a fun environment to explore. You guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, we are way down here in the southern end of the continent in Shatter Shaddai, where you guys have come seeking political connections and restocking after having come around the coast. You're currently engaged in a quest to restore Twilight's Call to his political office and potentially reclaim the Shintara Grove in the Fey Realms for his own ends. To that idea, you need to make friends with the Lady of Shadows in Ochokvok, but need the political clout to do so. You've come to Shatter Shaddai seeking allies and potentially a meeting with the Sultan, if you can manage it. Last week, you guys docked here and had an inspection. As you have been freed from your ship is being guarded as a diplomatic establishment, and the ship itself is safe. However, the city now lies before you, the capital of magic in Toivoa. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Ayla, do you think you might have any acquaintances in the city that we could start with?
And
Dad
we will be
knows
adding a
the-
trinket to the next loot pile, thanks to Stormstopper redeeming 100,000 channel points.
Wow.
Still inadequate.
My dad knows the captain of the guard, and I've met him once or twice. Perhaps if I could find him, he might give us some insight. But I have no idea where to go to find him. He was always at the dock when I came with my dad, because they were always expecting us.
And let's walk around the dock, and perhaps we can ask one of the guards if perhaps they could direct us to the captain.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. So, as you walk around, you can find many guards. They're all stationed around your ship.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where I might be able to find the captain of the guard? He's a friend of my father's, and I told him I would try to speak to him for my dad.
Ooh. Roll a persuasion check, please.
Trying.
With a 14, the guard looks at you. Ma'am, he would be located in the High Palace. You'll have to go through the Grand Library.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now the trick is to get into the palace.
I'll ask the guard for directions
Ah,
because I have no idea where the Grand Library is.
Ma'am, the Grand Library is in the center of town. You'll need to walk for quite a ways. Let me see if I can find a guide. One moment. He looks around for a few moments and waves at a passerby. This gentleman will be able to assist you.
thank you, sir.
Coming over towards you guys is a man dressed in beautiful purple robes trimmed in gold. He looks austere, a little bit on the overly serious side, but he might be able to assist you. His long black hair is done up in a high ponytail, and his black beard is regal and well cared for. Looks
Excuse
like
me,
this.
sir.
Yes, madam. How can I be of service for such a lovely woman? And he will bow and reach for your hand to kiss the back of it.
I think I heard a growl.
Laura,
from
you may need to
Nicole.
talk.
Covet just puts her arm around Ayla and just kind of helps her pat as she coughs her head off.
Understood. So, mademoiselle. Yes?
We are seeking direction to the High Palace, and we were told that we would need to go through the Grand Library. We are, of course, new in town.
Of course, of
and are
course.
seeking direction.
Oh, welcoming to the grand city of Shadar Shaddai. I have been lax in my duties. You may call me Ashkan. And I'll put his name in chat for you here. It would be a
Greetings.
pleasure to have lunch with you and make you welcome within our city and entice you towards the delectable delights that we have here, as well as provide you with guidance to that which you seek.
We would appreciate that, Ashkan. And you may call me as Lauren.
Miss Lauren, a pleasure, madam. And he will click his heels and give your hand a kiss if you will accept it.
Accept that.
You realize
So,
he's actively saluting you in the Shinozen Protectorate manner.
I will return his greeting.
Ah, noblewoman from Protectorate. Welcome. Such a fine vessel you have. What is its name?
It is called the Manigath's Might.
Ah, any relation to the famous Romos Malaga?
Of course.
Hmm.
He is my husband.
Ah, congratulations indeed to Romos for managing to wed such a beautiful woman. Please, would you join me for breakfast? There is a cafe here, and the walk to the palace will take most of the day.
All right. I will follow him toward there and introduce the rest of the group to him along the way.
Okay. Ah, these are your attendants, I assume.
They are my allies, my friends.
Ah, indeed, allies and friends. Ah, everyone should have more of them. Ah, Sarah, your name, sir. As he's asking for Twilight's call to introduce himself.
Oh, I didn't realize that was directed at me. I thought he was going to somewhere else. Twilight will greet him and say, "You may call me Twilight's Call."
Ah, the Twilight's call, that which we must all fight upon every ending of day. Welcome, Sarah. And he will give a little bow at you. And I presume that this is your lovely wife. Rivaled only by the Twilight itself in beauty.
Covet will smile genuinely, and she will nod her head and say, "You may call me Covet."
Ah, now I understand why such a handsome man would have been drawn to you. After all, it would be difficult for such a handsome man not to covet you.
Very kind words indeed, sir.
Ah, yes, indeed. But who is this ravishing creature?
I think I can talk now. I am Lady Ayla Taylor of the Cariel Isle.
Oh, Madam Taylor, welcome to Shatter Shaddai.
Thank you. I've been here several times before, and it's always an adventure.
Truly, you know the city well then. What is your favorite part?
Oh, I love the market. It's so diverse. It's marvelous.
Then we must absolutely lead you to the market. After all, such a ravishing beauty as yourself should have the best of the best. And this muscular man, this establishment of Musatar.
Yeah, he's had to restart his computer, so I'll answer for him. This is Winkle.
A Bwinko. Ah, such a sparkle
Introducing.
upon the surface of Toivo.
And he bows accordingly.
A pleasure, Sarah. Won't you please come with me? Do you have this guard? He seems quite well armed and armored. Does he have a name, the bodyguard?
This is Eowyn of the Blue Cloaks.
Ah, welcome, Eowyn of the Blue Cloaks. Are you associated with the Blue Cloaks of Nausha?
Yeah, I am.
Ah. Are you familiar with the famous man known as Ronaldus Basil?
Yes, I'm familiar with him.
Are the legends true that he has the dashing locks that with a wisp of wind can tempt any woman and dazzle any man?
I don't believe that's my place to comment on that.
Ah, does his armor shine in the sun to blind all those about?
Well, I, I think so. I mean, I know he likes to keep his armor polished.
Ah,
We can do all that.
are the legends true that he once slew 5 dragons in one day?
I I don't remember that.
Ah, but does he truly lead 5 million people within the town of Nausha? The grandest army in all of Toivoa.
Um, can I hear that question again?
Is it true that he leads an army of 5 million men? The grandest army in all of Toivoa.
Uh, I don't think so. That 5 million seems a bit excessive.
Oh, is it true that he only hires the best of the best of the best? Eowyn calls to Ayla for help.
Yes, he does try to uh, hire the best of the best. That's why he hired my friend Eowyn here.
Ah, so you are the best of the best. Sarah, a pleasure to have met you. An honor, and I seek to not be slain by your dashing good looks.
Thank you.
Ah, please, do not draw your sword, for I'm sure the brilliance of such a weapon would blind me for the rest of my life.
I wasn't going to do that.
You are quite gracious. I appreciate that. Please, won't you have breakfast with us at Serenity?
What's the name of that place?
Serenity. Or Serenity if Eric gets his tongue stopped rolling.
Who was he asking that?
You, would you like to come to breakfast at Serenity?
Is that where everyone else is going?
Indeed, Sarah. We will be going to a very nice restaurant that you must participate in if you are first timing within Shaddai.
I'm back up.
I'm Eric.
We've heard so much. We've told you much about us, but what is your role here?
Oh, I am but a humble man within the bounds of Shaddai. You see, Ashkan, I am a lobbyist, a meddler and dealer of small tricks. I meddle. My magic skills are limited, and so I have been unable to climb within the Grand Library.
Do they hold competitions or methods of demonstrating magical prowess?
Indeed, Sarah. The Grand Library is a testing ground for mages. There we truly find what is magic indeed. How can we use it to further the ends of the Sultan and Fluidon and Toivoa as a whole? Shattered Shaddai is a nesting ground for the magics.
Cool.
You're
I'd be
being-
quite interested in seeing a demonstration of such.
He smiles. But my skills, I'm certain, do not near match those of such noble people as yourselves, I am honored to be in your presence. And that the guards have chosen me to guide you is a true honor indeed. I will be elevated within society by simply being assigned this duty. You guys are being passed by a horseless carriage laden with crystals.
That is a miraculous sight. A horseless carriage laden with crystals.
Oh, one
I
job
didn't
on this ship.
expect us to be passed by such one on the street. That is amazing to behold.
One job on this ship.
You did good.
What if I just cast a fireball right now?
Oh,
Please
that
don't.
would be quite problematic. After all, unless you were casting it in a duel, it would be unacceptable. You'll be aware that duels do happen within the city streets. They're usually formal, but should you be caught in one, it is your duty to defend yourself, as the guards typically take a while to arrive. Even then...
What are the rules?
Sorry?
So what are the rules for these duels?
Well, that is discouraged, of course. It is more of show dominance between various students and aspirants within the library. Should one household or a specific school, perhaps a student of a specific professor, decide that they have odds or a great disagreement with another, they typically result and devolve into a duel. People within the markets and streets typically have defenses to understand, perhaps running, fleeing even, or defending themselves to prove that they deserve to be elevated within the library. Negotiations, of course, are diplomatic and may produce different results. You understand. Duels, they happen. Most are inconsequential, verbal jibes and minor spells. Nothing to be concerned about. Here, we can demonstrate. And he's going to pull aside two passerbys. The two passerbys look very intimidated by the dress of the people in your party and of Ashkan. So, these two people will perform a duel. Sirrah, mademoiselle, please engage in a duel of wits so that our esteemed guests can understand how the duels of Shatter Shaddai are proceeded. The couple look at each other, and he goes, "For the sake of the duel, you are a fat cow." The woman slaps him, knocks him unconscious. And so she has succeeded in defending her honor against her husband.
I do hope he is not sleeping on the couch tonight for that.
She smiles. Of course not. It's just, I won, and now he has to deal with the fact that I am elevated in society.
As you should be for knocking him unconscious for that comment.
Well, he likes it. And she will bend down, pick him up, and after tapping him on the cheek, cast a very slight healing spell. She's using a lot of energy to do this, and he's only going to get 1 hit point back. She's a very, very, very minor caster, but she can at least cast a spell. As she stands him up, now I get to hold that over him for the next several years. And they're going to go walking off.
Ah,
At least she did use a cast iron.
so glad I'm immune to his psychic damage that he gives to like so many people.
Yep, barbarian
God.
spells are limited, guys. Just remember. So, to Serenity, if you please. Is there anything you guys would like to do before approaching the restaurant?
Real quick, what did you say just a second ago after that terrible joke? Just remember.
To Serenity, if you please. That's it. That's all I said.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do before arriving at the restaurant?
Covet just nervously looks around. Nervously, but where you can't tell, only Twilight and those who really know her
Sure.
would know. She just nervously looks around. She's trying to find a place to get rid of this staff. To sell it, to be gone.
To sell it? There's several shops right there. We can go ahead and take you to the market. Not a problem. The market is bustling, and you see several magic shops here and there that you could sell the staff at.
Excuse me, Ashkan. Where would one sell a magical item?
Ashkan, he's going to smile at you. There are a variety of shops. You could sell them here at the Mystic Quills. And he's going to guide you over to a beautiful little shop. And you guys can walk inside. You wish to do so?
Yes.
All right. So you guys walk into the Mystic Quill. You're greeted by a blonde woman in a maroon robe. She smiles at you. Ah, welcome! Welcome to the Mystic Quill. How can we be of service to you?
Good afternoon. I am wondering if I might be able to sell an item?
Of course! Of course. Let us negotiate, of course. What do you seek to sell?
And she pulls out her staff of fire.
Ooh. She looks at it, and her interest is hard to disguise. Are you certain you wish to part with such a powerful item?
I believe it is wise for me to do so.
She smiles. Well, I'm sure that the students and aspirants at the college would be highly interested in such an item. I am willing to pay you 75% of its value. After all, I am a businesswoman and I must make a profit.
Sure.
That's understandable. And Covet stands there, and you can kind of see that she's trying to do some math in her head real quick.
Okay. So she would offer you 12,000 gold.
Wow.
Would you accept this as an offer?
Is there something of equal value that you might be willing to trade for?
Oh, my dear. We have several things that may be of interest to you. We could trade you one staff for another, of course. This staff of charming, of course, would be an equal trade.
No staves, please?
Oh, you're looking for something different.
Yes, something that could, I don't know, give me a little more protection?
Protection? Well, we do have this. And she reaches behind the counter and keeping her eyes on you because she doesn't trust you yet. She reaches down and picks up a small box, brings it up onto the counter. This ring was brought here from the other planes. A fiend brought it here, summoned by one of the small students at the Grand Library. The fiend was slain, but this ring remained. I will trade the ring for your staff of fire. This is a ring of regeneration.
Hold on, I'm just thinking here.
If you're sinking there, you really should get you should get like floaties.
I know, right?
What are you thinking about?
I'm trying to figure out what exactly does a ring of regeneration do.
Let me pull it up for you here. The ring of regeneration. Here you go. Every 10 minutes, you would regenerate 1d6 hit points if you have at least one hit point. If you lose a body part, the ring causes a missing part to regrow and return to full functionality after a certain number of days. The ring looks like this.
You could have used that when you were fighting that battle from the floor.
Covet just kind of gives her the side eye.
I'm not trying to be ugly, but it's true.
Ashcan speaks up. It is impossible for you to be ugly, madam.
All right. Well,
That's your pretty ring, too. Scroll down, you see what.
Is this to your liking, or would you prefer something else?
Isn't it pretty?
as wonderful as this is, I would need something to make me less hard to hit.
Ah, simply something more protective.
Yes.
Have you considered a ring of protection or a cloak?
I'm wearing a cloak. I'm just still, as my friends would say here, squishy.
Ah. She checks.
You're quite firm.
She
Wow.
just looks at him and she's just like, thank you, love.
Ashcan is smiling behind his beard.
Yeah, protection. That'd be great.
Perhaps some bracers of defense.
What does the
Bracers of defense would give you +2 to your AC as long as you're not wearing armor. Are you wearing armor?
Yes.
Are you proficient in shields? As she's
No.
using shields.
No, not that cool. I'm just a warlock.
Just a warlock. She's going through all sorts of different things for you. She's not sure what you're looking for exactly.
Anything, GM, anything to up my AC. That is
What
it.
is your AC at right now?
14.
14? How do you have a 14 AC? Let me pull this up.
Protection and everything.
Let me pull up your character sheet. How do you have a 14 AC?
Where's the AC, Lily?
Right, armor class. Yours is a 21.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I want to check my AC. He's only got an AC 17 higher than Covet, or 7 higher than Covet's, right?
Squishy.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I'm a squishy, and mine's 4 points higher.
You're a
Because you wear
cleric.
medium armor.
She's looking for things that would increase your armor class. Goodness gracious. Everything that she's trying to offer you requires attunements and is difficult.
Because I have both the mask and
Yep.
soul render.
Uh-huh.
And those are, and I need both of them.
Yep. So she will eventually just show you a set of +2 leather armor.
What is the +2? It just adds 2 more? So
No,
it's
it would only add 1 on top of the leather wings. So you would go to an AC of 15, but you would not have the wings.
I want the wings. I like the wings.
So you like being a glass cannon, but you don't like being a glass cannon.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Understood.
All right. So she looks at her and says, "These are wonderful, amazing things, but unfortunately, this is not
Is there
what
a
I'm
staff of
looking for."
let me find something here real quick. Goodness, you've made this hard with your character selection. Just saying here.
I'm just, hey.
You should have gone mage armor and just dealt with it.
Yeah, I really should have.
She has a
You got
staff of
notes?
defense, but you said no staffs.
What? How much? How much would? What would that do?
The staff of defense, let me pull this up, would give you +1 to your AC. You would also have mage armor and the shield spell available to you, and that's based off of charges.
Okay.
Is that attunement?
If that's attunement,
is.
then I can do that and have.
Is there skulls on the staff?
Yeah, that was my next question. Is there skulls on the staff? She is stepping away from skulls at the moment. That's why she says no saves.
This slender hollow staff is made of glass and yet is as strong as oak. This one does not have skulls on it.
Okay. That I can do, and she will in turn she'll take that and in turn you said this is an attunement slot, and how many AC, how much?
If you would gain +1 to your AC, but she's going to recommend, and she's not going to require this of you, but she will recommend that instead of using the armor that you have, that you purchase and trade the armor for the bracers of defense, the staff of defense, and use the mage armor from the staff of defense to increase your armor class.
Are those all attunements?
The bracers of defense, let me pull up bracers of defense. Bracers of defense are those are attunement as well. So you'd be changing out 2 attunement slots in order to do that. It's expensive.
Yeah. Oh, and I need to. I can only give up 1 attunement slot.
Right.
That's the problem.
So up to you. Decisions.
Okay. Do you mind linking me the staff of defense? I just need to actually physically see it.
Sure, staff of defense. There you go. Yep. So yeah, this actually won't help you very much at all. You're only going to gain +1 to your AC, and it requires attunement. You're actually better off with the Ring of Protection.
A ring of protection is how much?
Ring of Protection. Protection. The
It's
ring.
attunement also.
Yeah. The Ring of Protection is 3,500 gold. You would gain some gold in the deal.
But it's also attunement.
It's
Yep.
okay.
But if
how
you do
much-
that instead of the staff, you'd be good.
But no, what I'm saying, she's already wearing the cloak of protection as attuned, so she would lose the +1 from
Oh.
the cloak.
Oh yeah, if
Yeah,
if you're swapping out the Cloak of Protection for any of this, it's not going to do you any good because you're just swapping 1 for 1.
Okay. All right then. She will just nod and smile and just say, "I really appreciate all of your help. But I will just take the gold."
Of course. And she will pay you 12,000 gold because you're so attached to the wings of the Shadow Dragon.
The wings of the wings of the shadow dragon have saved my tail a few times,
Well,
so I'm very.
that's up to you.
Unless, I will say this, unless there is a way that we can get some where I can get some armor that gives me wings, because number one, it goes with my art. I don't want to get new art. I like my art. It's just more of aesthetics than anything.
She
But I
doesn't
like
have
Lady
anything
Black.
like that. She's not Judith. She doesn't have a big, massive selection. So, no. You have chosen to be attuned to the items that you're attuned to. You've
Okay.
chosen your character build the way you have. You are
Yep.
a squishy.
I'm skishy. It's okay. But I'm hot skishy.
That you are, most definitely.
There is no argument there from her. But she is concerned for your safety.
I am too.
Me 3.
Yep. I mean, you could always wear plate armor. You could get +2 plate armor. You're just going to be really hampered by doing so.
Yeah, I am not. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm only proficient in light armor. That's all I've got. That's all I can do.
Awesome. Covet, you've been granted inspiration by Rathamus.
Thank you, Rathamus. I already have inspiration, so if we can hand my inspiration over so I can take that one. That would be
Okay, I
great.
think Winkle is missing it at the moment.
All right, Winkle, you may take the inspiration. Thank you, Rathamus.
All right, so Winkle gains Covet's inspiration, and then Covet gets refilled. Awesome. So, as you purchase or you sell your staff, this woman smiles at you. A pleasure as always, and welcome to Shatter Shaddai.
Thank you. And what is your name one more time? I want to be able to recommend your establishment.
You may call me Miriel Josar.
Marielle, is there a shop near here that does deal in unique and or magical leather armor?
Well, I have a few pieces, but apparently they were not to your wife's liking.
I'm sorry, I'm very, very picky, but you do have a lovely selection.
Thank you. We relish the items that are sold to us. What were you looking for, sir?
I have a set of dragon studded leather armor that I've had for quite some time, and I was looking to see if this fair city had a upgrade for it.
All right, let's take a look at what you got, sir. Pulling up Twilight's Call's character sheet. And we're going to take a look at what he's got. What do you have for armor, sir?
The dragon studded leather armor black.
Okay, I think that's a unique item, isn't it?
Probably.
I think she might have. She does have +2 leather armor if you want that. Would that interest you?
Is that the +2 studded?
You can get +2 studded leather armor here, yes. Is that what you want?
I think that for some reason looks like it's the exact thing of what I'm wearing for some reason.
It shouldn't be. What you're wearing is a +1.
Right. It just says armor class 14, and when I pull up this thing, it says armor class 14. So that's why I was curious.
It shouldn't be. Let me pull up. Let me add it to your character sheet here. So studded leather. And we're looking at +2, right?
Yeah.
I add that to your equipment. And then we come in here and we equip that. Instead of the armor, your AC goes up to 19.
My AC is currently at 19.
Strange.
That is strange.
I'm unsure why that is.
I don't know either.
Let me take a look here. Your armor class currently is 14 due to the studded armor leather black. +5 dexterity. That is strange. It's not doing the math properly.
Wondering if the dragon studded leather is set with like maybe the +1 bonus twice.
Yeah. But dragon studded leather armor, studded armor plain is a 14 armor class. You gain +1 to your AC, so it should be 15. And yeah, it's not applying the magical bonus.
Regular studded leather is 12.
Oh, 12. Okay. So yeah, the dragon
+2 should be
hide stuff
+1.
is doubled up right now. That's technically +2 leather right now.
Then how do you keep what I've tried?
Right. Yeah, you've apparently been running +2 leather armor this whole time.
Not something I did deliberately.
I know. Yep. That's the issue. All right.
Okay.
So you want to keep that? Since you
Yeah,
have
I'll
+2 leather armor that is resistant to damage and frightful presences?
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So someone's had a broken item for a long time. Understood. How about the rest of you? Is there anything you'd like to purchase? As
Not at the
it turns
moment
out,
for me.
Twilight's armor is more magical than we expected.
Sorry.
What was that, Slurry?
So not at the moment
Not
for
at the
me.
moment? Okay. Well, please have a wonderful day in our fair city.
Are y'all hearing Bullwinkle?
Negative.
Okay, he wants something. He's got an attunement slot that's open, and he wants something to fill it. He's got a ring of protection,
Uh-huh.
and he's got the bronze dragonhide bracers of archery.
Right?
So,
Ooh, we need to get him something big here. Something to help him get beefier. And he's got plate +2 already. Alright, let's see. What could we do for him that would be good? Something big and beefy for him. I mean, we could just give him... He could purchase a cloak of protection, of course. I mean, that's a thing.
yeah,
But that's not fun, right?
no,
No.
I've got that.
Right. 12,000 gold, right? How much gold do you have, Winkle? Yeah, we can't hear him. He needs to check all of his mute buttons.
Anyway, he's got 631 gold.
631 gold. Understood.
Yep.
He has nearly nothing.
Well, I can throw a little bit in.
Okay.
I mean, I got 6,000, so.
I think we have an item that he would enjoy. Let me double check here because this may be what we're looking for. So, she is going to offer an item that is within his budget. It looks like this. It looks like a long horn.
Cool.
This is a horn of blasting.
Mm. Are you hearing him now?
I hear laughter through your
Okay,
microphone.
Okay, he likes it.
Okay. So that's going to cost him 450 gold for the horn of
Okay.
blasting.
I will make that change for him here in a minute.
Okay.
It doesn't give him an attunement though, but
Right.
it's a cool
Right.
art.
Well, he's got a very limited budget right now.
Yeah.
Cool. So, as Winkle gains a horn of blasting, let's see. I'm being recommended to give you something here. Iron stone. Let's see if there's an iron stone that would give you +1 to your AC. Because that may be
Iron
something.
Stone of Protection.
The iron stone of agility would work, or iron stone of protection. But those are kind of boring and they're kind of expensive.
What was the name of this again?
Horn of blasting. Yep. So cool. Okay. I know that the chat's trying to help out, but Covet has chosen her attunement slots for roleplay and for the bonuses that she gets from those in other aspects of the game as opposed to AC.
Yep.
She just needs to not be attacked.
Yeah.
We saw how
appreciate
well
it.
that's been working for her.
I know.
More cover, more hiding, more line blocking, etc.
Teleportation, repelling blast.
Right.
Yeah, and I just got the repelling blast with this level up, so I'm working on that. So we're good. I just
Yep.
have to get used to it.
Just gotta get used to it. All right. So anything else you guys want with the Mystic Quill?
What would a bardic drum? What is that thing called? Cost?
Rhythm Maker's Drum?
Yeah, that thing.
The Rhythm Maker's Drum, let's find that. Would be 2,000 gold for a +1.
And a +3 would be how much?
+3 would be 32,000 gold.
Okay, that's meet in the middle. +2.
I'm sorry?
What's a +2 one?
Okay.
He saw that price tag. And was like,
8,000. 8,000 gold.
Um,
Now remember, that has to be in your hand when you're casting spells. So if you're using a bow, you're going to have to swap things out.
yeah, that doesn't do me any good.
Right. Rhythm Maker drums are things that you have to have in your hands. It's not just have it on your person. When you're casting spells using instruments, you have to be using the instrument.
So it's sitting on my hip and attuned, and then I just reach back and touch it and just drum my fingers on it like it's a fucking fanny pack. I mean,
Right?
Hey,
but you
hey,
can't
don't-
use the
don't-
two-handed weapon when doing that.
He's sitting here. He's like stomping his foot. It's
I know. That's decisions people make for their character builds. That's why so many bards use hand crossbows.
what's the fun in that?
Being able to cast spells with having a bow. All right. So, anything else you guys want here? You guys haven't really gotten an opportunity to be in a magic shop in a while.
Yeah, just kind of staring around, looking at all the accoutrement that is
Yeah.
on the walls and stuff like
You
that.
guys are realizing you guys are very well equipped. Very well equipped. That trip through Australia really helped you guys out a ton.
She Covet will look at her and be like, can I spend the 100 gold on, reagents and things like that?
Of course. What would you like to purchase? 100 gold is very inexpensive here.
Yeah. Gosh, where is it? I just had it. No.
What are we looking to purchase, Covet?
Just a powder of she just needs a black pearl that's worth 500 gold.
She will sell you a black pearl for 500 gold. Ayla, is there anything you want to purchase? Can I tempt you with magical items?
I have a cloak of protection. Is there anything which is a +1 to my AC?
Are you
Is
wearing
there a
it?
+2 available?
Not for cloaks of protection.
How about any kind of cloak?
Not that would give you +2 to your armor class. That would break the
Okay.
game.
Well, it didn't hurt to ask.
Yep.
Uh,
What else does Ayla have on her character sheet? Let's take a peek at Ayla's character's inventory here.
You know, I
Yeah,
don't have
you
any.
are pretty equipped at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are you wearing any armor?
No,
No armor whatsoever.
none.
Wearing
Glossy.
scale mail.
Oh, she's wearing
Regular
scale
scale.
mail. Yeah.
Yeah, scale mail.
Yep.
That's armor, hun. That's armor.
So she does have a suit of scale mail +2 that would help you out.
Okay.
It is magical
Or-
armor. And the +2 armor is 6,000 gold.
That I can do.
Okay. So I will go ahead
May
and she's going to, I'm going to
May
go
I
ahead
make-
and delete the scale mail from your character sheet, and we're going to add +2 scale mail.
All right.
All right. So give me just a second. I will get this set up for you. Once I'm
May I
done,
make a suggestion?
yes.
If you do, if you specifically want scale mail, like absolutely. If you don't have as much preference about which type of armor, if you do a +2 breastplate, it's the same armor class but without disadvantage on stealth.
Are you cool with the breastplate instead of scale mail?
They're asking you, Ayla.
Yes, yes. I just forgot to push the button.
All right. So we'll do breastplate +2.
So,
Here you go. I've got it added to your character sheet.
okay.
And give me just a second to equip it for you, and then I'll just have you refresh. All right, so just go ahead and refresh your character sheet, and you should have it at EC of 20 now. It still allows Boykle to be slightly beefier than you, pun intended.
Real quick, Winkle, are you still looking for an attunement slot?
Yes.
And I have an ion stone of protection.
Okay. Do you want to hand that to him?
Sure.
All
I'm
right.
not using it.
Cool. So, Boykle, go ahead and add a Iron Stone of Protection to your character sheet. Yeah, you guys have tons of items. You guys have just chosen what to equip.
It's just we've also been moving really, really fast.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Technically, no, you haven't. You've spent months at sea. We've just glossed over that during the time skips.
Kathy, is ironstone one word?
Ion Stone. IOUN.
Oh,
You're welcome. All right, I'm deleting it out of mine so he can actually pull it up and hit.
Right, so Covet gives the Iron Stone. And don't forget to attune it at the bottom of the inventory when you're done with that.
My only issue, I mean, if I could have, I would have used that as well, but I can't because I've got 2 other attunement slots.
Well, you don't have to use them.
Oh, I'm using them.
Okay.
Covet would definitely be using them.
That's called the decision.
Yes, it is. I can do that.
All right. Aowen, is there anything you'd like to purchase here? Nothing for
Well,
Aowen?
I mean,
Okay.
what is there?
It's a magic item shop. She's got a whole bunch of items. Not near as many as Judith, but she's got a bunch. Let's see. I'm going to look at your character sheet and see if she can recommend anything for you. Let's see. What do you have? She is going to offer a shield for you that may make a difference for you. The +2 shield is 6,000 gold if you want to purchase that shield, Aowen.
No, thank you.
Okay.
What's your AC? Just out of curiosity, Aowen.
My armor class is like 20.
I'm so squishy. Oh, so squishy.
You didn't have your armor attuned. I've equipped that for you. You may need to refresh. You should have an AC of 22.
I'm so squishy and squishy and splat.
Are you okay, Covet?
She just looks around and is like, everybody's so geared and so beefy, and she's like petite.
Yep, everyone is 50% tankier than you are.
Yep.
Have you been swimming in the keg?
It's 22 now.
Yeah. Aowen has an AC of 22. I think the only person in the party higher than Aowen may be is Lauren.
Yeah,
Nope, we're
Boink was
tied.
a 22 also.
We've got triple 22s now.
All right. Not that you guys need much more tankiness. Someone in the party has to be squishy.
I fulfill that role well.
All right. Anything else you guys want here?
I'm good.
All right. Because Ashcan is ready to go to breakfast.
Was wanting to trade for 2 items and was wanting to look at price point equivalencies.
All right. So let's see here. Mountebank. The Cape of the Mountebank is 8,000 gold, sir.
Right?
Okay. And the Boots of Elvenkind, she does have those. I know she does because someone sold them. I can spell it. Those would be 2,500 gold. So you want to spend 10,500 gold, sir?
Well, was wanting to trade a longbow +2, as well as a cloak of the firebat, and a bracers of archery, and see what I got.
All right, you're going a little bit fast for me here. So longbow +2, you're going to get 3,000 gold for.
Yeah.
And then what else?
Bracers of archery.
All right. Bracers of archery would get you 1,100 gold. So you're at 4,100, and then firebat.
Yes.
I think that was a custom item, so I need to pull that one up.
Yeah, I can link it.
Yes, please. Okay, yeah. Basically, Cloak of the Bat.
Yes.
Cloak of the Bat. So for that one, you would get 4,000 gold for that one. So you would be at 9,100 gold. All right.
He can be a bat.
So 9,100 gold, and you're looking to get those other items for 10,500. So the difference would be 1,400.
And I can throw in a silvered rapier for fun.
All right. She will take 5 gold off the price.
It's silver.
Yeah, it's silvered, which is a silver worth. It's used.
Did you even wipe it off?
It did. It's in pristine condition.
But it is used. All right, so Do you want to pay the extra 1,400 gold in addition to those trade-in items, sir?
Yes, we'll do that.
All right, cool.
And Cabot will come up and pay the extra.
All right.
You said it was 1,400.
Yes, ma'am. The fact that the sugar mama is paying for your gear, Twilight, is not lost upon you.
He will make it up to her later.
I believe that's implied. Cool. Anything else you guys want here? No? All right. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and head you guys back out into the town.
Sorry, guys. I know you're hangry and everything, but there are just some things I needed to deal with rather urgently.
But you will enjoy Serenity. My dad took me here once. It's amazing.
Indeed. The establishment is quite opulent, and the food is excellent. You do like crepes, do you not?
That I do.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
They perform tableside crepes with a flourish. Have you ever had flambéed cherries with crepes? No one's talking.
A crepe?
I'm getting a whole bunch of hand motions and ooh, but I'm not getting anything talking.
A crepe is a very thin pastry, almost like a thin pancake, and it can be wrapped around all types of marvelous things like cherries, or one of my favorites had some type of fowl in it with a cream sauce. It was marvelous.
Ah, the partridge, yes.
Yes.
We do that quite well. Please. To Serenity. And you guys will make your way to a beautiful little shop. And as you approach, you hear that there is music playing. You walk inside. It's gorgeous. The restaurant is easily a 5-star place. One of the fanciest restaurants that even Covet has ever been to. As you guys walk in, you are greeted by a young woman dressed in a blue and white dress. She's cute and will escort you over to your table. This way, please. How are you doing today? Is your day going well?
Of course,
Quite
we're
well, thank you.
seeing the wonders of the city.
Truly? Ah, well, here we are. A table for 7. Yes?
Yes, please.
Of course.
Yes.
Here. My name is Shaima Tahan. If you have any needs, I am here to serve you. I will be providing your crepe service. Are there any toppings specifically you prefer? Ashcan is going to speak up. Shaima, they wish for the partridge. Of course.
Do you have bananas Foster as well?
Bananas Foster? We do have bananas, but we do them in a flambe. I do not know who Foster is.
It is what we call it where I am from.
Ah,
Where are you?
well, we will attempt to perform the bananas the way you desire, madam. And she bows humbly before you.
And a Zimit and Sukar, if you please.
Zint and Sukar. She looks confused by the request.
Perhaps you know it by another name. Cinnamon and sugar?
Ah, we can absolutely perform that. And she will begin by rolling out a large stoneware circle, and with a cast of a spell, beneath it a small fire ignites. After a few moments of very elaborate motions, the first crepe is poured on and scraped off. These are paper thin. Just perfectly crispy on the outside, and just enough of a toothsomeness to them within. The partridge is cooked and delicious as she's going to tear it directly from the roasted bird. The cinnamon sugar is liberally placed within the crepe. And the bananas Foster, she makes a big show of the flambe.
Covet smiles really big because this reminds her of when her parents would take her to the Silver Snowflake.
She will offer a fishy, salty sardine crepe to Islarin.
Absolutely.
And then to Bwinkle, she will offer a hazelnut and chocolate crepe. We can't hear him still.
He goes, "Oh yes, yes, he loves hazelnut."
Okay. That's his favorite. I guessed his favorite from this. Understood. Hazelnut and
yes,
chocolate. Got it.
He has hazelnut coffee every morning.
Nailed it.
Yep, hazelnut and chocolate can't go wrong for this food.
And then for Eowyn, a dark chocolate and cherry. The food is delicious, and the show is even better, and Ashcan is going to pay for the food. After all, you are all guests here. So, I recognize the badges of office of the Protectorate, and Lady Taylor has established that she's from the Cariel Isles. But where do the rest of you hearken from?
From other planes. Have you heard of the Bay Realms?
Yes, of course. Although they are dangerous places. Are you saying that you have traveled between the planes of existence?
Of course.
That is no small feat. What brought you to the material plane?
My employer.
Your employer? I do not understand.
This employer prefers to remain anonymous at the moment. We respect their wishes.
I understand. It is strange that an employer would send them so far afield.
We have reason to believe that there are breaches between the planes, and we are trying to remedy that situation.
Breaches between the planes? Oh, goodness, that would be a horrible thing. Imagine the ferries that could come through and devastate the lands. And you have come as an emissary from the Fey Realms. To what exactly?
to assist in the closing and to write the balance.
To write the balance. So you choose to close them and remain here. That is most admirable and a self-sacrifice that I could not find myself capable of performing.
Close.
Whatever gave you that impression?
Should you close them, would you not remain on this side?
I do wish to eventually return to my home.
Ah, well, some of us are more fortunate than others in that case. Such is life.
Are you from the city?
From Shadar, originally, no. I am from a far-off island called Rathus. But I was come here at a young age to join the college. It has been a trial, one after another. And now I know no one within my home. This has become my place of abode. I would not know what to do should I return.
I myself attended a college. Which ones do you attend?
Truly?
Of course.
And tell me of this college.
It is a school of armaments and other means of sharp accoutrement, commonly known as the College of Swords, but that's not all that they master.
The College of Swords. And where is that located?
The one that I attended was in Australian, but I'm not sure if they have something similar here.
In Ashelion. In the high city of the Fey Realms.
You know of it?
I know of the stories of Queen Titania of the Fae, and how she rules Ashelion with glory and beauty. How it is a shining example of civilization, which is otherwise unheard of in the Fey Realms. The stories are legendary. But I have heard that they are tricksy there, and not to be trusted. Are you of that place?
Not originally, but many a good thing occurred at that place.
Oh, tell me of them. I am anticipatory to hear stories and legends from people from other places.
Pellet just smiles at Twilight, because, yeah.
But another time. You seem well informed for our humble guide. From where do you get your information?
From friends, from allies, from visitors to Shadow Shaddai. I always seek to learn more. More about the world around us. About people. To understand who they are and who they could be.
And what is it that you could be? What is your college that you attend?
I attend the Grand Library here in Shadow Shaddai.
Any specialization?
Alas, no. No, I am but a simple mage. I will never aspire to be an archmage. My powers are not great enough. But enough about me. I wish to hear the stories of places far beyond. Tell me, Ayla Taylor, lady of the Carial Isles, tell me the glories that are out there just off our shores.
There are many amazing things. I have been able to travel, I would say, a fairly large chunk of Toivoa in the last year and a half, with these fine people as my companions.
Truly?
Truly.
What have you seen?
Oh, dragons,
Dragons! Oh, dear.
libraries that would make you just say, this can't be possible. I've seen land on fire. I've seen water that seethes with creatures in it. Lighthouses that control the weather. It's just been amazing.
Wow. Such visions. To have seen them. I'm not certain that I would have the bravery to face such challenges. To leave my home and go to the wilds. I do not have skills for the wilderness. I'm afraid I am too much of a man of the city. But enough of this place. Serenity is pleasant, but I sense that you desire to move onwards into the city itself. I do have one question before we depart, and I hope this is not impertinent, Lord Minotaur. But what are you doing here? Yeah, we can't hear him today. I don't know if his microphone's even plugged in.
Is it on?
I don't see any lights on it.
These people saved me from a horrible fate. I did not know what I had agreed to, and they saved me from being sacrificed. So I am in their debt, and I will help protect them whenever I can.
Understood. It is simply rare that we would have people from Corlin here. Well, let us depart and venture into the city. For all, the adventures here would pale in comparison to those that you have had in the various lands you have visited.
Winkle, you're from Corlin?
Winkle is AFK.
Winkle's trying to get his headset to work.
All right. Cool. Well, we're going to go ahead and have you guys leave and head out into the city. As you guys depart, Ashcan smiles. So, you seek to access the Grand Library. For what purpose?
We would like to ultimately get to the palace and seek an appointment with the Sultan.
An appointment with the Sultan? Oh!
I am acquainted with the captain of the guard, and we seek him, and we have been told he is at the Grand Library.
The captain of the guard. Surely you jest. No one deals with the captain of the guard.
I have met him several times with my father. My father is the general in charge of the armies of Carial Island.
Yeah?
Yes.
Then you must be held in high esteem. What is your father's name?
You know, I'm going to remember that right off the top of my head one day.
You're the one who made it up.
I know it. Ramaris Taylor.
Indeed. Well, then perhaps there may be a way for us to gain entry. Of course, we will have to gain admission for each of you into the Grand Library. But right this way. I'm sorry, repeat that?
Is there some type of test or entrance examination?
There are applications that must be made, and, of course, trials and tribulations. but
Of course, we want
nothing
to do
that
this properly.
such esteemed figures as yourselves could not manage.
Of course, we want to do this properly.
Of course, of course, of course. Oh, Duck! And as
Hi, Duck.
a magical spell goes flying past, I need you guys to please roll for initiative. As you see two mages lined up, one on either side of you, you guys have wandered into the middle of a mage duel.
So that was foreshadowing earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone remember to add +4 to yours. Because
Yep.
you're all within 10 feet of me.
Indeed.
And it makes my brain happy to see us cut in line in front of the enemies. Or in this case, the duelists.
All right.
Um,
Yes?
we lost Twilight.
We lost Twilight.
His
Why did Twilight? Oh, he moved.
oh, he was hiding behind me. How is that possible?
He's a
I'm-
brave man who decided to hide behind someone else.
That's like 5 foot tall.
Right? So, the two mages will get different initiatives here. Alright. So, going down the list is Slarin. What would you like to do as you find yourself in the middle of a mage duel?
Well, I would say this qualifies as defending ourselves. So, let's see how far apart. Okay, you're 85 feet away. Okay, too far to command both of them.
This is really cool map.
Thank you.
Which one casts the spell?
I think
They are both casting spells, but the one that you heard fly over you was the yellow one over here to the right.
all right. I will head in that person's direction. You know, I'll go ahead and dash as well, and I'll say, "You will at least wait until there are no bystanders."
Out of the way! Anything else?
I will just stand there and try to dissuade them from until we're at least clear the area.
Okay, roll a persuasion check. Okay, with an 18, you may have persuaded this guy, but you didn't persuade the other guy.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
So the guy in yellow pauses for a moment, and to his dismay, you are going to feel a spell wash over you, Aslarin, as a fairy fire that is expanded to catch everyone in the area over here is going to expand from this point here. So this is a doubled in size fairy fire because he's not sure exactly where to cast this. So we're going to be casting this spell in this space here. That is going to be fairy fired. So, dexterity saving throw, please, Aslarin. Do you consider this yellow mage to be an ally or not?
The
Or he's
yellow
too
mage
far.
is too far away for the aura protection anyway.
It's okay. He rolled a natural 1. He will be fairy fired. As will 2 other yellow mages who appear here and here. As they are no longer invisible. Alright. Then as a bonus action, the mage behind you is going to throw a spectral dagger with disadvantage towards the yellow mage. Oh, that did not roll properly. 1, 2. The 19, the mage is going to get struck for 13 force damage. Alright. Winkle, what would you like to do as a spectral dagger just flew past you?
His headset doesn't even look powered.
Yeah, we can't
We
hear
can't
him.
hear you.
Yeah, your microphone's broken, I think. Or something's muted or not powered on, etc.
Ayla, may he borrow your headset for a moment?
He's moving.
Okay. Where's he
Now,
moving
you
to?
know the guy that's throwing the bad stuff is this dark guy over here, right?
Okay, so he's moving towards the yellow mage. Understood?
Did that dagger come from this dude over here?
Yes. Yes.
Dagger came from the dark mage over on the left. Left. Left.
The other left.
Left.
Yes.
Not a lily left, a natural left.
You hold your hands out in front of you with your thumbs to the inside, the one that forms an L. You realize, Kevin, when you hold your hand up to the camera, that looks like it's the right-hand side.
We're looking at stage left.
Stage left, yes. Winkle's microphone problems today have been problematic.
Yeah, he says he's trying to see if he's close enough to shoot the dark mage.
You are.
It's
You
on the
are.
map, you can shoot it.
You can shoot
You
it.
are. You can shoot it.
So, he's going to shoot it, is what I heard.
He's gonna shoot him. No, you're on. You want to go to actions. There you go. He's gonna use accurate shot on him.
Okay. So you ran away, turned around, shot, and you will strike him, dealing 11 piercing damage. Until he uses his shield spell. So he's using his reaction to cast shield. So unfortunately, your arrow clatters against an energy barrier.
His AC goes up to above 25.
Yep, went up to 26.
Oh.
His base AC is 21. Alright, would you like to take another shot, Winkle?
He's gonna try strong shot.
Okay, the strong shot, awesome. A 14, the arrow does not pierce. One more shot, sir. The critical strike punctures and is going to deal 27 plus 8, so total 35 damage as the mage is rocked by your arrow, sir.
What's that for a con save?
Was he? On Fairy Fire, you're correct. So, the Constitution saving throw for that, he succeeds to hold on to his Fairy Fire. All right. So after Winkle, we go to Covet von Sin.
Covet comes around, stays right where she is and kind of takes a step to the side. And she looks at this one and says, "At least wait till people are clear." And she actually rolls. She takes a page from Islarin's book and does the intimidation check.
Okay. And who are you shouting at?
The dark mage.
The-
Well, pretty much everybody, but specifically the dark mage.
You're
She's the
trying
one
to
she's
intimidate him. Understood?
Yeah.
So, he will take a moment, but is not intimidated. He waves for you to get out of the way.
He's waiting till we're getting out of the way, at least?
No, he waves for you to get out of the way. Move then, woman.
She looks at Twilight and says, "Did he just call me woman?"
Oh no. He doesn't. No, it is okay. If we just move off to the side, we'll be fine. We'll be good.
She is breathing very deeply to settle her nerves. And she's like, "My love, I am going to step over here." And she looks at Islarin and says, "I will not shoot until you deem it necessary. But if that one calls me woman again, we are going to have problems."
Okay. Anything else, Covet?
Going to hold her action until Islarin says otherwise for this round.
All right. Twilight's call.
I will move over to here, off to the side. We'll beckon Covet and the rest of the party over. Oh, over here on this side.
Okay.
And for my action, I will hold a Dispel Magic if I start to see somebody casting something from in my general direction.
Okay. You're holding Dispel Magic.
Yes.
All right. Ayla, what would you like to do?
I'm not sure I want to get involved in this, but the guy's nearly killed us twice. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay. The Dark Mage shouts at you, "Out of the way, woman!"
Well, I'm gonna throw Guiding Bolt at him.
Okay. And with the 16, your guiding bolt sails into the stall behind. You hear the shatter of pottery.
Sorry, I'll see you later. Let's conjure up spiritual weapon
Okay.
and throw that at him too.
Okay.
We weren't really attacked, but now we're on the offense.
Yep. All right. So with a spiritual weapon, his shield holds and you are unable to puncture it.
let them have their duel. Come over here.
So Ayla's already moved. She doesn't have that much movement. She can't get there. How far do you move, Ayla?
Right, you're right. I can't move that far. Was that where I was?
Yep, you can be
Thanks.
here. Would be the end of your movement. Would be here.
Okay.
All right.
That gets me out of the way.
Cool. All right. The yellow mage over here is going to begin by casting spells. Is there anything anyone wants to do as the yellow mage is going to begin doing things?
Does it look like it's coming in my general direction?
No.
Then I'm not.
All right. The three yellow mages are going to be moving, and we are going to run past Islaren. Out of the way, woman. As they get to here, they're going to turn and cast Firebolt at the individual in the distance. And they're going to do this once each. 1, 2, 3. And none of them pierces. The 3 firebolts hit the Dark Mage's shield. They look concerned at the situation. Aowen, what would you like to do?
I want to move out the way
Okay.
first. I think down to here's fine.
Sure.
Has anyone been hurt yet?
No one in your party.
No, it's not my problem.
Okay. Islaren, you are covered in a sparkly silver powder. What would you like to do?
Let's see. First, does it look like these are 3 copies of the same yellow mage or 3 different yellow mages?
Roll an insight check. Ooh, interesting. Let's find out. These are the same mage, triplicated.
All right. I am going to cast See Invisibility on myself to see, I guess, mainly if the Dark Mage has the same kind of effect, but also if there's any other hidden surprises out there.
You can see that there is a scrying orb in the center of the street right here.
Interesting.
Almost like the duel
I-
is being
it-
witnessed.
Actually, I should
or-
say the scrying orb would be right here at the moment.
like it's being observed or being read.
Well, you don't know. You can't see invisible.
Oh, that's true.
So I am gonna move, maybe first of all out of the way, but also in that general direction, not toward scrying orb, but from where I was, if I had looked further down the street, if I looked further down the street in the other direction, would I see other scrying orbs like spaced out, or is this like kind of just the only one I see in the general area?
That's the only one you see in the general area.
Okay. All right. I will end my turn right there.
You'll also see Ashcan hiding behind a crate.
Right move for him.
Yeah, he's hiding. All right. Well, after Slarian, it becomes the Dark Mage's turn over here. And he's going to cast a lightning bolt. And because he did get shot and attacked, we have a couple targets we can choose from. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets have engaged him. So 1d5. The lightning bolt is going to go up towards this guy here. The mage needs to make a dexterity saving throw. He fails. The commoner also needs to make a dexterity saving throw. The commoner also fails, and they will both suffer 34 lightning damage as the commoner dies. And just cross him out as being dead. And the mage will suffer 34 lightning damage. The lightning crackles between the three mages. All right. And the dark mage is going to run away from the spectral weapon over to here. All right. Winkle, what would you like to do?
Winkle's just gonna move near.
We can hear him.
I gave up.
Press the button.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there. I
Okay.
decided not to get into any more battle because he's not attacking us now.
Okay. Cool. After Winkle, we go to Covet.
When the dark mage killed the bystander, that's when Isauron would have said otherwise.
Okay. Covet, you hear the word otherwise.
Lovely.
I agree.
Oh, so okay, I didn't understand. Thank you.
I
Okay.
think that's when the dispel magic goes off.
And Kevin's it's not her turn yet, so her spell would have gone off as well.
Okay, your prepared action.
Yep.
All right.
And that would have been Eldritch Blast
All right.
for this one, since he was the one that killed the bystander.
Cool. What are you dispelling exactly?
Anything magical on him.
Okay.
The
Like
nat
the
one-
For a moment, his armor and everything flickers, but returns. Your Eldritch Blast, the first blast missed Covet.
he plays it off as it hitting close to him and just saying that that's a warning. Back off. There's innocence here.
He looks at you. Innocence and Shadow Shaddai. Ha 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 ha.
Those that are not involved in your duel.
You are not getting through.
Okay. With that, yeah, it is now Winkle's turn still.
Yep. Winkle, you moved, so then it becomes Covet Von Sin's turn.
Is he going to attack, or is he just going to stand still?
I would, if I could, I'd love to attack him.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Sure.
Strong shot.
Okay. All right. The first one would hit until he casts his shield. So that missed, that missed, that missed.
Oh well, got him once.
All right. Miss Von Sin, it is your turn.
She goes after the same guy again. First shot. 23. Probably doesn't hit because of his shield.
Okay. It does not.
Yep. Oh, God. Does not hit.
20 does not hit either.
23 does not hit.
Nope.
All right.
Cool. After Covet, we go to Twilight's Call.
Can I please put my empowered hex on the dude
Sure,
just for next time?
of course.
So I'm just putting that out there that it's there. I have not. There's no damage. It's just on him
Sure.
now.
Cool.
Looking at this dude, Twilight will actually give him his really best joke of what is the favorite dog of a magician? A Labracadabrador.
He looks at you, puzzled by the moment, and we are going to attempt to roll a wisdom saving throw against this. With a 22, I will succeed. As he does not find your joke funny, Twilight.
I thought it was hilarious.
You were incorrect.
There's a lot in common with
All right. Cool. So, after Twilight's call, anything else, sir?
No, that's just it. I'm just sitting here watching this thing play out.
Understood. Ayla Taylor. For a moment, you guys thought you could get unengaged with this, but apparently Covet has decided that the death of a civilian is something to be acted upon.
Well, I think so.
I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Absolutely.
Does that make her our
Yeah,
captain?
that's what changed mine. It's Lauren's mind.
Does that make Kathy the captain? I mean, Covet the captain?
Does that mean she's giving orders now?
No, because I did this with it's Lauren's word. She said otherwise.
Oh, understood,
Oh, got
understood.
it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. That makes a difference.
I'm gonna hit him with Dispel Magic. Maybe if we hit him with it enough,
Okay.
he might drop that shield.
The shield disappears as long as you cast the spell. Awesome. Cool. So scratch off that spell slot. His shield dissipates. He looks concerned at the moment,
He should.
especially
Go
because
Yellow Mage.
the yellow mage over here is going to go unless you want to move or something.
No, I'm in a good place.
All right. This mage is going to move over here to hide behind Eowyn. And as they do so, they are going to cast Magic Missile.
No, they're not. Counterspell.
You're going to counterspell which one of the three
Wait,
yellow
wait,
mages?
Wait. You said that was the yellow mage? not
Yes,
the
ma'am.
black? Okay. I'm gonna not cast.
You're not going to cast it? All right. So the magic missile fires off. There's 3 of them, so we're going to roll 12d4 plus 12. As the magic missiles pummel the dark mage, dealing 40 damage. Eowyn, they're hiding behind you. What do you want to do?
Hello? Oh, I was muted.
Yep.
Why are you hiding behind me?
Because we need cover from such a masculine man. Excuse me, move out of the way. Try to use these crates.
Yeah, no, that's not my problem.
All right. So you just move out of the way, leave him exposed. Understood.
Yeah.
Oh, he
You
would
shouldn't
lose
hide
concentration
behind
on fairy fire if he fails his con saves. Let's find out. Con saves for there it goes. Fairy fire ends. All right. Cool. Anything else anyone know? All right.
Is there a way to like get out of here, like away from the duel?
That's up to you. I just present the challenges. How you guys figure that out, that's up to you guys.
I'd like to figure it out by leaving.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
As far as I can away from.
All right, so keep moving. You're gonna leave your friends here fighting these things? This mage?
Well, they're the ones that chose to fight them. It was between two mages previously.
I didn't hit anything until a civilian was dead.
All right. So, Eowyn moves away. Got it. Cool. Islaren?
I'm just gonna go dashing straight toward the mage. That 60 feet is as far as I can get, and I'm just going to stare at him and say, "You may choose to yield at any time."
Please roll your intimidation. He stands strong. He is not intimidated by you. The Megocracy and the Vatim are holding us down. All right. Anything else, Islaren?
Was that? I point to the dead person over there. Is he of the Medjocracy or the Vatim?
Of course, everyone here is. They're all complicit.
I will take that information in and I won't respond to it.
Okay. And that's when the Dark Mage is going to charge a fireball. And
I will counterspell it.
You're going to counterspell the fireball? Okay, he's going to use his reaction to try to counterspell your counterspell.
Mine's at 3rd level, so that'll work.
Okay. The spell duel fires off. And we are going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone except for Eowyn's kind of gotten involved. So, there are 3 yellow mages. So that would be a total of 8 targets. 1d8. We're going to focus fireball on target number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayla Taylor. The fireball is going to land here, which is going to affect you, Winkle. Actually, if we land it here, I can get even Covet in it. So we will affect Islaren, Winkle, Ayla, Covet, and Twilight with the fireball.
Counterspell?
You're going to counterspell it. He already counterspelled Islaren's. You're going to counterspell this counterspell?
Yep.
All right. Cool. The fireball fizzles. He looks at the situation. We will have freedom. And he grabs the civilian here.
Oh, no, he did not.
All right. Winkle.
Oh, he did.
What would you like to do?
First of all, I want to get closer.
Okay. He's got the civilian and he can use her as a human shield.
I need to see if far I can go. Give me a sec.
Sure.
No. How about right there?
I don't think you move that far. How far can you move? 30 feet? So you can move to here, unless you dash.
And then you lose your action.
Can
And
I
then-
dash to there?
You
Yeah.
can dash to here, but you wouldn't be able to attack. Unless you use your Goring Rush.
That's what I'm planning to do.
All right, so yeah, you can move up right next to him using a Goring Rush. So let's go ahead and get you to move your token.
Give me a sec.
Unfortunately, you're going rush. Your antlers are too tall, Winkle, and they swing over his head as you ran up on him. All right, so we'll just grab you and put you over there. Got you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anything else? I think that's all you can really do.
That's it.
All right, Miss Von Sin.
So Covet moves forward. And she looks at the mage here and she's like, I am going to let this whole woman comment go.
Then go away.
You seem to be very upset. You say that the Fahim and the Mageocracy are complicit. What is it you want?
Freedom from magic. Everyone should be able to use it.
She hears that. And she says, I understand. And says, why don't you come here and talk to us about it? And she casts Eldritch Blast and pulls him towards her 10 feet.
All right. You're going to use his reaction, so you're going to blast him and deal 18 damage and pull him 10 feet towards you.
And he is hexed, so let me do that. That's an additional 17.
All right, so you dealt 35 damage to him. Understood.
Okay, and then she's like,
You just dealt dealt nearly as much damage as the 3 other yellow mages with all their magic missiles.
so are you ready to talk? As she holds the second.
I will die for freedom.
Let's
Okay,
not go
we'll
that
fix that.
far. Let's not go that far. And she casts another Eldritch Blast, bringing him towards her.
All right. Plus your hex.
Yes. For another 20. Yeah, for another 22. For another 17, wasn't it?
Okay. So,
Yeah.
27 damage there, and he is pulled towards you 10 more feet.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about this? You could be part of the change, or let your voice be heard.
If you kill me, I will be a martyr for my cause. I die willingly.
She looks at Islaren, still holding the Eldritch Blast in her hand.
If you die, then you're just a stupid dead man. You can't speak out.
Islaren.
I'll turn and still Covet. We can subdue him for the guards.
I'm afraid that it would. Can I do a non-lethal Eldritch Blast?
You cannot.
Just to pull him?
Nope. That's not a thing.
Has to be melee attack.
What's the worst that could happen, Covet?
Who's after? Okay, with that, she actually holds that last one.
No, you can't.
can't?
No,
I
your action is
can't.
Eldritch Blast. You're either firing all. You have to fire all 3. You can
Oh.
point it somewhere else, but where do you want to do it?
Okay, that said, she is going to cast it, but she's intentionally going to miss him. She's going
Okay.
to put it like here.
Okay, you shoot into the ground.
Yes, and she says, you can be the voice of change. You can speak to those who feel oppressed. But you can't do it dead.
I have talked enough. They do not listen, they must be shown.
What if you had the right people? There has to be other ways.
Like who?
Have you tried to consult the Sultan himself?
Yes, he is the leader of the team.
Have you actually spoken to him, or did you never get an appointment?
What are you talking about, woman?
You never spoke to him, did you?
No one speaks to the Sultan.
There are ways.
He's not going to believe you. He has spent years trying to get in to talk to the Sultan. There's no way. You need to roll a natural 20 on your persuasion check in order to get this guy to do anything. You're dealing with a fanatic.
Oh. Well, I got a 20.
It's
but
a
not
dirty
natural.
20. It's not high enough. No. You did not convince him. All right. So, Covet, any movement you'd like to do?
She steps closer to Lauren and says, you've got to subdue him somehow. Killing him will only make him a martyr, and that's not going to help.
Well, it's called.
If something didn't work the first time, you have to try again. So he will also cast a secondary, really great joke.
Okay.
What do you call a magician who's lost their magic? Ion.
Wow.
There is no laughing. This is really bad.
With an 18, he is not impressed with your joke.
Well, I tried.
That's funny. All right, Ayla, what would you like to do?
Wow, even Boinkle is standing there, like, shaking his head.
Yeah, it kind of hurt.
Ayla, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
Haywen, you're going to be up after the Yellow Mage.
Yeah, I know.
What's the plan, Ayla?
Hang on. I wonder if that'll work.
What's the worst that could happen?
It could backfire on us.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go up and smack him if you wanted to. Knock him out.
Your mama
Okay.
be so embarrassed by you right now.
I'm gonna move up where I can talk to him.
Use that strong Southern guilt.
I don't know if I can today. Anyway,
Oh, you can use that anytime. It doesn't take much. You got practice.
look, young man, I understand that everything's tough. That you are not being listened to, you are not being heard. And I am so sorry for that. But you're not winning friends and influencing people by taking this stand with the bystanders. I get it that you want to fight the yellow mages. I got that. But why kill the commoners? If you get them on your side, you could accomplish so much more. But by killing them or grabbing one to serve as a human shield, they're just going to hate you more.
You can catch more flies with sugar than you can with vinegar. Besides, grabbing people like this and killing them, that's a sign of cowardice. And I don't think you're a coward. Have you ever thought of this?
Yes, I've tried.
How
13
hard?
years in this city and nothing changes. I've tried the diplomacy. I've tried talking. I've tried the bureaucracy. I've tried writing letters. I even joined the college. Nobody listens.
You have to earn the right to be heard.
I've earned
What
it.
what have you done to earn it? Have you done anything noble?
I reached
Or
the rank of
honorable?
Archmage.
Okay.
And they
then what
wouldn't
would you
give
do with
me
it?
my robes. It's not right. It's a
Why
popularity
wouldn't they give-
contest. It's worthless. Your words are meaningless. Nobody listens.
Why would they not give you the robes? What'd they tell you?
It's not time. It's not time. When's it time?
I don't understand what it means it's not time.
Nobody knows.
You're so impatient, young Padawan.
13 years.
Yes. And where I come from, some people work 30 years to achieve what you've done in 13.
Roll your persuasion check.
I'm trying.
Because you took far more than 6 seconds. This is your action. You do not
Yeah.
convince him otherwise.
No, I tried.
Yep. All right. It becomes the Yellow Mage's turn, and they're going to run towards him. 30 feet to here. And that's where they are going to cast spells. And they're going to cast Suggestion against him. You should not die. Surrender. We don't wish to kill you. So he needs to make 3 wisdom saving throws. And the DC for these spells is a 14. 1, 2, 3. He resists the suggestions. Aowen, what would you like to do?
Did we get a long rest at some point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't remember that.
Yeah, you guys got a long rest on the boat.
How far can I move? Like, back over here since...
So from where you're at right now, you can move 30 feet, so you can move to here.
Okay. And I want to use this turn's action to sprint further.
Okay,
Further
go
up.
dash. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So you can dash up to here. Anywhere on this 30-foot area.
Here.
Sure.
Yeah, then I'll end my turn there. There's not much else I can do.
Cool. It's Lauren.
Right? I will move my 30 feet. And I will say, do you oppose the system, or do you simply oppose the fact that it did not benefit you specifically?
It's all broken. Shatter Shaddai must be changed.
Be that true or be that not, You have put innocent bystanders in harm's way. I cannot allow that to stand. And I will attack him non-lethally.
Sure. Non-lethal damage. With the 22, he's used his reaction, so you will strike him, dealing 16 damage.
And I will go ahead and add a smite to that.
Okay. As you add an additional 10 damage. Cool.
I can swing.
That will hit for 12.
Very close to... Yeah, okay. I think we're... Okay, I'm gonna take my third swing.
Okay.
With it end.
And you'll deal 10 damage to him.
This is not adding the improved divine smite, so it should be adding that 1d8. So ignore the attack roll there, but that's just an additional 2 damage.
Got it.
That is so close. Yeah, I think I got it. I don't want him to get a turn, so I'm gonna throw one last smite onto that.
Okay. And he falls unconscious.
Right.
The yellow mages, after a moment, we'll just go through the order here just to check. Okay, so the dark mage is unconscious. Winkle, anything you want to do?
Can I check and see if the lady's okay?
Which lady? Oh, the lady over here? She's fine. She's clutching at you and crying into your armor.
Okay. I think I want to move down next to him.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. The woman is going to try to follow you, but she sees you going towards the dark mage and is going to, with tears, allow you to pull away.
Now move it.
Winkle's got a fan.
Of course.
All right. The mage is unconscious. What do you want to do?
I'm waiting to see what the yellow mages are doing. I'll just stay right here.
Okay. Have it.
Let me see how far I can go. And so she actually rolls him over and pulls out a rope from her pack and ties his hands together.
All right. Please roll your survival check for knots. Technically, this would be 2 actions. It should be 1 action to pull the rope out of your pack and then another to tie him up. So.
Okay, how about this? I pull out just because I want to be fair and rules.
Huh?
I pull out the rope. And I shake it in the air for twilight.
Okay.
And I hold. I put it on the other side of the unconscious mage.
Okay.
And hold the mage's hands together.
Sure.
Behind his back.
Mr. The Call.
Twilight will walk up. I didn't really think you wanted to do that in public.
This is not what you think it is. We're trying to subdue this person.
That's the rope from your backpack, right?
Different rope!
Oh, right. Yeah. And we'll proceed to use his knowledge of knots to tie this dude up.
All right. Please roll your survival check. He is very well tied. And we can go ahead and exit initiative at this point. The yellow mages are going to shout for the guards. A guard shows up. So, here in Shatter Shaddai, you guys are confronted by a guard. What happened here?
Well, we were enjoying this lovely establishment over here where we had some fantastic grapes. We have to try these images of water. It's fantastic. We had some great conversations. We were enjoying each other's.
What happened?
Oh, sorry. As we finished eating, we came out into the street here, and we had spells being thrown over our head. We asked them to at least let us get out of the way. The yellow mages were very acknowledging of the fact that this dark mage here was very belligerent. And actually killed that civilian over there with his lightning bolt. Evidently he's been attending the school, attended the rank of archmage or something, but didn't get his robe. I don't know, short story. But he was knocked out. We tied him up and waited for you to get here.
Very well. We will deal with this. He runs over to the dead civilian and sprinkling some diamond dust over them will revivify them.
That's awesome.
You will hear the guard, your debt to Shatter Shaddai is increased, as he leaves the person there. It's not a free service. That civilian now owes the city the gold for the revivification.
What, 1,000?
Yep. With your passive insight, 3 years of income are now owed to the government.
What is that person's reaction to that?
They nod and will just go into their shop dejected and sad.
I would like to go in after them.
Okay.
Covet goes with.
The guard comes back to the unconscious dark mage and places some very fancy cuffs on him. Covet and Islarn are going into the shop. Okay.
Twilight is interested about the story of the Yellow Mages and how they got involved in this.
Understood. Let's go ahead and let Covet and Islarn do their thing. All right. Covet, Islarn, you guys go into the shop, and the person is writing down notes about their newly increased taxes.
Are you well?
I've been better. I've also been worse.
What does this person look like? I'm sorry.
They are in a loose brown tunic, loose white pants, beard, shaggy hair. This is a candle shop.
I'd like to look around at the candles they have.
There's just scented candles. They're pretty. They sell candles for a silver piece each.
That's it? No magical qualities?
No, this is not a magic shop. This is a candle vendor.
When Covet realizes this, she kind of takes a sigh of relief and takes a shaking hand and puts it on his large shoulder just to steal her nerves.
Can you move the microphone closer to you? We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So what I said was, she when she hears that, she takes this steadying breath, but puts a shaking hand on Miss Lauren's shoulder, so she can have a little bit of reassurance that she's not alone.
Miss Lauren, what would you like to do? You know that this
I
person
will.
has to sell 10,000 candles in addition to their normal income in order to pay off their taxes.
Is it like 300 for Revivify?
Not Shatter Shaddai.
Ooh. Okay.
How much is it in Shatter Shaddai?
1,000 gold.
All right.
You're realizing
I
maybe the Dark Mage had a point.
I told y'all I don't like this city.
Not here.
I know, I'm just
Lauren,
telling you.
Miss Lauren?
Lauren will tell person, you have a beautiful shop. These candles are wonderful. How long have you been here?
I'm 4th generation.
That is
See.
something to be proud of.
Yes. We render the fats of various animals and creatures into candles. This one was made from the body of my grandfather. He would have wanted it this way.
A beautiful way to memorialize him.
Yes. When he died, we were able to manufacture 1,000 candles. He was quite the rotund individual.
Well, I am someone who comes from far away, and I have never seen candles quite like this before. I would like to purchase one.
Of course. And they will get a candle and roll it up in some brown paper for you and charge you a silver piece.
I would like the same.
Well, I am somewhat short on physical currency at the moment. Would you take payment in gems?
It depends on the gems, but these are just candles.
Oh, but there are where I come from. These candles may prove rather exotic and of interest. And I'm going to lay down jewelry that I have worth 1,000 gold pieces.
They look at you. I cannot accept. This is enough gold to buy the entire shop. This is wealth beyond measure.
Therefore, it is too large of a debt for you to carry for events that were not of your own making.
Why? Why would you do this?
I don't understand the question. Why would I stand by and allow this to happen to you?
Why would you give me this much wealth for a candle?
Cabot asks for a green candle, just a regular green candle,
Okay.
and puts 1,000 gold on the counter. And she looks at Islaren and then looks at the picture and says, "Show that there is still some good in this world."
I'm sorry, repeat that. Need you to speak up.
To show that there is still some good in this world.
Well, I appreciate that, but I am indebted to you. I can never repay.
This is not a debt.
We purchased these candles at a value that we believe is fair to ourselves. What that could possibly have been created.
The person looks at you. Thank you. And we'll wrap up 20 candles for each of you. And include some sticks of incense, a whole bunch of fancy ribbon wrapping, some spices. They start loading you up with a care package. You get soaps, you get candles, you get bath bombs, you get loofahs, you get care packages for the spa. All in giant baskets.
So what do we put on our inventory? Spa package?
Spa day package.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, outside, Bwinkle, what are you up to, sir?
Well, the Winkle's looking all around, and he's noticing that most people are kind of hiding.
No,
Not letting
people are
cards-
getting out and doing stuff. No one's hiding anymore. This is an everyday thing.
And which confuses Winkle. So Winkle goes over to goes over to Ayla and says, "Are we okay with this?"
I suppose we have to be. That's the way this city operates. I don't like it. In fact, I think I'm going to go in there with Covet and Miss Lauren and see what I can do to help that poor candle or that poor fella who died.
Okay.
He's got to pay a lot of money. So she's going to go and catch Covet and Miss Lauren.
As you're walking into the shop, Ayla, you see Covet and his Lauren with giant spa baskets, and on the wall you see a weird little tiny display, little stack of 4 small metal tins that say antler wax.
Oh my, what a wonderful store. I've always said that the best shops were here. Sir, I'm very interested in the antler wax that you have there.
Oh yes, we sell it for 2 copper pieces each.
Oh my. Well, I want all 4 of them because I have a lot of antlers to clean.
Understood.
And,
it's ideal for polishing horns.
yes, I would think it would be. And then secondly, I see all these marvelous candles. Do you have any candles that smell like, spices? Like
Cardamom, cinnamon, vanilla?
Yes, all of those things.
Yes, they do.
I would like 5 of each one.
They will package everything up, and it's another large bundle. That'll be 5 gold pieces.
And let's see. Let me get my money out. Let's see. Oh, she will also lay out on the counter 1,000 gold.
They look at you. What is happening?
What do you mean, what is happening?
Thank you, strangers. You have made me wealthy beyond the wildest dreams.
What is your name?
Their name. Let me pull that one
And
up.
the name of the shop. And the name of the shop.
The name is Osar Sahib. Or Salib, sorry. I will put that in chat for you here. And it is called Salib's Wax. He's bowing and being very reverential to you guys.
She
Mr.
smiled.
Salib, we merely wanted to show you that there are still good people in the world. You were caught in a situation that was none of your making and just indebted you even more to this government. I am from nearby, and I know that the people here live under a lot of taxation, and we just wanted to help. Besides, you also provided some very useful items for us.
Okay. Well, as you guys are in Salib's wax, we are going to pan the camera outside to Twilight's Call, who's talking to the Yellow Mage.
How did you get roped up into this situation?
I was simply walking along. And thank you for your assistance. I saw that your attempts to foil the efforts of this madman were ineffective. Perhaps you should become educated at the Grand Library. Nice to make your acquaintance. My name is... Oh, gosh, I lost his name. Damn it. Come on. Reference sheet. Nafty Seif. Nice to make your acquaintance. My name is Nafty Seif. I'm a student here. And you are...
You may call me Twilight's Call.
Truly. Why?
Why, that is what I'm called.
But what's the etymology of that name?
One given to me by my parents.
Strange. I've never heard anyone referred to as a call before, or as a twilight, say for old people near the ending of their lives. What does it mean?
Does that have to have a meaning?
No. However, here
What
in
is the
Cheddar
meaning
Street-
of Nafty Sheaf?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. My name simply means that which has no place in a bundle of wheat.
Quite interesting. Could I have it?
I'm sorry?
Well, it seems like an interesting name. I was wondering if I might have your name.
No, of course not. But no. See, it originally was Nasty Sheaf, but well, I changed it slightly.
It's a good change. Good
Thank
change.
you. So you seem to be very well dressed for Shadow Shaddai, and from foreign parts.
Really? What gave that away?
Your dress. The armor of your associates who attempted to shout me down.
Well, it's not very pleasant to walk out from having a fantastic breakfast only to have daggers and spells thrown in your general direction.
Well, you might need to get used to it here in Shadow Shaddai. After all, the students of the Grand Library must enforce law.
Really? The students?
Of course. The guards are here to keep the peace, but the students here enforce the laws.
But if they're students, that means that they're still learning, which means that they have a basic knowledge at best of said laws, which means that there may be cause for misinterpretation or understanding.
He looks at you. I believe you are confused, sir. A student of the Grand Library is a fully capable mage. We are students in that we constantly seek knowledge. But we are no mere aspirants. We are true students of magic. You'll have to excuse me. I'm sure that there's someone more important that I have to speak to.
Be on your way then. Wouldn't want to keep you from your grasp of knowledge, but be surprised what you might find out later.
He nods. Good day, and thank you for your assistance, citizen.
Oh, I am not a citizen.
I'm sorry. Civilian. And he turns
Not
and
that
walks
either.
away. You're not sure you helped the right guy.
Yeah.
All right, so the ladies will eventually come out of the wax shop.
Well, they will raise an eyebrow.
It's. I gotta have my spa days, right? What did you learn?
That the students at the Grand Library enforce the laws.
Students? Aren't
That's
they?
what I said.
Aren't they like learning to be mages there?
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that.
Ayla.
I'm sorry. The students, that's a misnomer. They're not really
We're up to
students.
what, number 3 now, or is this 4?
I don't know. The students are like the sheriff, okay? And then the guards are like the FBI, I guess, maybe.
That was a chief, not
What?
sheriff.
Okay,
I
so
know, he's no name in a, or no place in a sheaf of wheat. But anyway.
You know him.
No, I'm familiar
sure?
with the with the name. There's a lot of sheafs around here.
Well, usually in a
big
field right
family.
before you harvest, or during the harvest.
Twilight, enough. Let
What
Ayla.
I'm trying to tell you is that the students are already full-grown, accomplished mages when they enter the library. And so they know the laws, they can uphold them. And so in order to save money, i.e. our great sultan, he has the students uphold the law, and they only call the guards to haul people off or to revivify them. If I'd known they were going to charge that guy 3 years of his salary, a 3 years of salary, I'd have revivified him myself. Then he wouldn't have a problem. But he doesn't have a problem now anyway. But anyhow, yeah, that's part of it. And I told y'all I don't like this place. The middle name of the Sultan, I honestly believe it's greed.
Covet covers Ayla's mouth and says,
don't-
"You should."
If he comes after me, then he's got to take on the whole island behind me. And
What
let
about
me
the
tell-
rest of us?
I'm the one who's talking.
But we're with you.
You guys look around and you hope that no one heard you.
I look at the in the direction of the scrying orb that I saw earlier. Does it
Okay.
seem like it's still active?
You still have the see
It
invisibility.
lasts an hour.
Right. So yeah, the scrying orb is still there, and it's hovering
Well, here's the deal.
about 10 feet from your party.
Everything that I have said has been the observations of a child. Because the last time I was here, I was 11 years old. And I was unhappy to begin with. So maybe a lot of my passion comes from that. I don't know.
You
But
see
it
a
just
crowd beginning to come down the street, bustling
fun.
and a wall of people.
Oh, joy. Well, we wanted to see the Sultan. Maybe we will.
Are they? Do they look mad?
They don't look mad. They look very curious as to who is beyond them. They seem to be parting. It looks like there's a massive crowd, a flood of people, and everyone's trying to look over shoulders to see who's coming.
Where's our guide?
Excuse me.
Yes?
How many people are we talking?
Good 1,000 people?
Nope, anyone's hiding.
Okay. Your guide
how do
is
we
standing
grab
off to
them?
the side. We should find a place of refuge.
Do you know of one?
This shop, the one that you have purchased candles from, would be a good place. After all, they will not expel us after how much money you have spent.
Oh. Why do we need to hide?
Not hide, but retreat. One moment, and he's going to step into the shop. Are you guys going to follow him or not?
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we will.
Understood. He stands there and kind of takes a position where he can look out the door. You guys want to look out the door as well? Ayla, you were granted inspiration as well.
Yes.
I have it if someone else doesn't.
Does anyone not have inspiration right now? Eowyn? I think Eowyn needs
I don't
inspiration.
think I have it. No,
Alright.
I don't have it.
So we will grant Eowyn Ayla's inspiration, and then Ayla regains it. Awesome.
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. All
So
right.
Ashkan, what's going on?
One of the members of the team is about to pass. This is a rare opportunity. We will be able to see who they are in a few moments.
Are they part of the school? From what I understand, is that how that works?
He's not looking at you as he's trying to get a peek at whoever this person is. Of course they are. The Batim are the ruling council of mages of Shadow Shinai. They very rarely come out into the streets, so we must be very observant to see such a celebrity.
I thought the Sultan ruled.
The Batim report to the Sultan. The Sultan manages power through the Batim. There are 12 mages, all of whom manage different parts of magic. I do not know who is coming, but here, do you wish for me to raise you upon my shoulders or give you a stool so you can see over things? After all, with your diminutive height, we know that you cannot see anything.
I would love a stool. Thanks.
The candle shop owner, Osahir, will bring you a chair to stand on. Realizing that it's not high enough, he will bring you a ladder.
It's okay. She's used to these short jokes.
Understood. As you guys are watching, the crowd gets even denser and forms a wall. You guys are almost unable to prevent people from forcing you guys deeper into the shop as the press of the throng gets very intense. Walking in the center with a good 15-foot cushion around him of just space. No one's getting close to the man. You see a figure dressed in black and gold robes, long white hair, and a gorgeous mustache.
Who is this one? Who is this Batim?
This is Rafaj, the mustachioed wizard.
What is he known for?
Oh, Rafaj, he is enigmatic and, well, brutal. He is highly intelligent and generally, you understand, not someone to be meddled with.
Or perhaps one whose notice we should not attempt to draw.
Well, and I misspelled that. I'm sorry. I will correct that for you. It is Refage. Well, he is an educator and public knowledge advisor. He roams the people and understands what happens in the spaces around. Why is he drawing to a close? He's approaching the shop. The throng opens, and before you stands Refage, facing you guys.
I slowly climb down the ladder as elegantly and as gracefully as I possibly can.
Which means I have to catch you.
Please roll your performance check, Covet.
Of course, sure. Please roll well. Please roll well. Except performance.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Do I have help? Yeah, because
Yes.
Twilight always helps me. Okay, so
It's a 17,
20.
yeah. 20,
20.
20. Yeah, you gracefully come off the ladder. He looks at you, descending. Ah, welcome to Shatter Shaddai. Emissaries from afar, ambassadors from the Protectorate. I'm sorry that I was unaware of your arrival. After all, you were not foretold. I am Rafaj al-Jabbar, the mustachioed wizard. I would relish the company of your presence if you would accept an audience.
It would be our honor.
But of course.
by your leave.
Of course. This way. And the crowd murmurs. And you get the impression this is a very uncommon thing. As you look around, can I get a perception check from everyone?
Nat 20.
Understood? Cool. Awesome. Off to the side, you see what look like giants hiding in the crowd, attempting to hide as they are dressed in full plate armor. Covet, I need a history check, please. Lauren, you can also roll a history check. And Twilight can roll a history check. Twilight's Call and Ayla Taylor. You guys look over, and off to the side, hiding in the crowd, you see a very famous athlete from Grindavik attempting to mix into the crowd, but dressed in full plate armor. Her build is unmistakable, as she is currently picking up a body that is unconscious. The body is dressed in purple robes with gold trim. I will show you a picture of the body that is being picked up here. The body of the figure looks like this. He's unconscious and hunched over her shoulder.
Friends of yours?
I have never seen them in my life.
Nor have I.
He doesn't pay attention to these rabble. But Twilight's Call, Ayla, you will recall Matilda von Kipp, the athlete who came in second place in the Grindavik competitions. She has traveled near and far. And Covet, you notice that there is a badge on her lapel from the Longstriders Consortium.
Covet sees the badge and makes a mental note, but does make sure to not give away anything.
Okay.
Does not change her facial expression at all.
Matilda catches your eye, and with a nod, noticing that you guys notice her, is going to duck her head down behind the crowd and disappear into an alleyway. You easily hear the clank, clank, clank of her going into the alley. She has either abducted this mage or is doing something with this unconscious figure. Twilight. As you are moving around and walking, you feel the crunch of glass beneath your feet. Covet, you notice that near Twilight's foot, there is a fragile glass orb trimmed in brass that glitters with a rainbow inside. It looks not more durable than a Christmas ornament.
Can I pick it up?
She noticed it, not you.
Okay.
Can I pick it up?
You can if you choose to.
What's the worst that can happen? She picks it up.
Cool. As you pick it up, your hand tingles with the magical potential within this thing.
Before she casts Identify, she wants to ask. She asks. She's like, "What? This is beautiful. What is this?"
Rafaj looks at it. Oh, study materials of some aspirant, I'm sure. Probably left here on accident. He will likely become in trouble for not having delivered his full assignment.
Covet will. Should we return this to the library then?
No, I'm sure that they will return for it. Simply place it over there. The shopkeeper will obviously handle it. Or you're welcome to keep it as an oddity and curiosity. After all, students and aspirants should learn not to leave such things laying around.
I will hold on to it for now.
Okay.
What do I put in? What do I put it as in my inventory?
Shatter Shaddai Aspirant Orb. So I will get that out for you here. Shatter Shaddai Aspirant Orb. There you go. It's a pretty little thing. Good, 3 inches in diameter. Rafaj thinks nothing of it.
I will make a mental note to study it more later.
Understood.
But definitely not let it out of my possession.
Well,
For now.
as I have greeted you to Shatter Shaddai, is there anything you have need of?
We are on our way to the Grand Library.
Indeed. Why ever so?
We need to
Here's-
get to it. Go for it.
For the time being, we are seeking an audience with the captain of the guard. We are
Indeed.
told that. I
Why?
apologize, I did not quite catch what you said.
Indeed, why?
Ultimately, we hope to earn the opportunity to speak with the Sultan.
The Sultan?
Sure.
Oh, you have high goals indeed.
Indeed, there are many things to be discussed. Perhaps negotiations to be had with various matters that involve the Protectorate.
Yeah, I'd be curious as to what those might be. Would you like to come to my tower and we can discuss?
Soren will consider it for a moment, but decides a refusal would probably be like taken very, very poorly. So she will say, "Yes, I think it would be my honor."
Of course, of course.
One of the other locations we hoped to see was the gain entrance to the Temple of MKL while we were here.
Oh, the Temple of MKL. It's a quaint place. Not many people visit it here. It's simply along the way, though. Should you desire, we can travel there, I suppose. It's not a place that I frequent.
Understood.
What time of day is it, FYI?
It would be about 11 o'clock noon.
And technically, how far are we from the ship?
Couple miles.
Okay.
Okay. So, you have an opportunity as Rafaj is looking at the situation. Should you choose to, that you could engage with that athlete. Would you engage with that athlete off in the distance who's about to turn the corner in the alleyway? She looks over her shoulder and sees you for a moment.
I don't think we would.
Okay.
No, not with the body thrown over her shoulder.
All right. Cool. So,
Too many people.
Rafaj is good.
I was speaking out of character, just saying sorry, Matilda.
Yep. All right. So, you guys are going to head off with Rafaj. As he goes, the crowd parts before you, and you're able to walk along towards the tower of Rafaj al-Jabbar. And that's where we're going. Go ahead.
I was just going to make sure that we were hitting the temple en route.
Yep, we can hit the temple en route. But we will have to take care of that next week. Because we have a couple people who have to go. So, that's where we're going to end for today. And we will come back next week for the next episode of Us Against the Gods as we visit the Temple of MKL, visit the Tower of Rafaj al-Jabbar, the Mustachioed Wizard. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Right?
Visions of the Tower of London flash into my head.
Right? As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. If you know someone who wants to play in one of my games, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on a wait list or joining a one-shot. Do check out the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMeric. We're going to do a cool announcement later today. We also have the clip contest channel going on, so toss your clips in there. Check out gmeric.com where we have the one-shot for A Story of a Leaf, and we also have the Sageos Edition merchandise up there as well. Otherwise, guys, have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, and we'll be back this evening for an AMA and hangout where we are going to hit up some of the monster manual that just came out. Take care, everybody. Be safe, and we'll catch you guys later. Take care, everyone.